Terrifying cargo truck suddenly explodes, shaking the entire neighborhood. Surreal landscape looks like this mountain is opening up a whole new world. Just one more second and it would have been over. Talk about a guardian angel. The river suddenly turns a vibrant neon green. Is this a natural phenomenon or some kind of incident? Mind-blowing performance by the Blue Angels that will take your breath away. A close call pulling them back just in time to avoid a direct impact. The sheer ferocity of nature as molten lava pours directly into the ocean. Bizarre optical illusion makes the yacht look like it is floating in mid-air. Run for your life before the rogue wave swallows everything. Sitting peacefully when the floor collapses right under his feet, but his top-notch reflexes saved his life by a hair. A horrific rollover crash unfolds right before our eyes as a white car loses control and flips multiple times on the highway. A massive column of fire erupts from the ground like a waking monster. Taking a cool selfie right before a massive blast detonates behind them, leaving these two firefighters completely shocked. A ferocious tornado sweeps through, devouring everything in its path within a blink of an eye. Intense hail pelting down like bombs from the sky, crushing everything. A near miss that could have been fatal. Truly a costly lesson when facing the monsters behind us. A flaming sinkhole appears in the middle of the desert, like a portal straight to hell. A terrifying slippery incident of a large truck on a snow-covered road. Just a second slower, and this entire group of tourists would have been buried in the landslide debris. The devastating power of nature as a fierce storm sweeps through, crushing everything in its path. Thought it was a routine relocation until the cable suddenly snapped. A rogue wave strikes, catching the entire crowd completely off guard. The raging winds snapped a massive steel frame and sent two kids running for their lives. A terrifying sight as a massive glacier suddenly collapses right in front of a group of tourists. The raging storm tears roofs apart and blows away everything in its path. Massive scaffolding collapses in raging winds, leaving viewers in utter shock. It looked like a brush with death, but the girl narrowly escaped a tragic fate as the bus rushed in. The vehicle loses control, slamming straight into the porch and bringing down the support beam in a snap. The desert ground suddenly gives way beneath their feet, like a cruel prank of fate, leaving them in sheer terror. A massive flock of crows darkens the sky over Israel, like doomsday. Crazy wind gusts smash everything outside and send a whole refrigerator flying in a blink of an eye. The massive lightning bolt ripped through the sky, looking like a giant glowing spider web during the thunderstorm. Riding a motorcycle, then getting sleepy, and the result is falling right into the softest position possible. The roaring mudslide sweeps down the mountain, threatening to swallow everything in its path. Three young men nearly got swept away by powerful waves while chasing thrills at Queen's Bath in Hawaii. It looked like a scene from a sci-fi movie, as this car crashed into a massive army of locusts, blanketing the entire sky. This crazy moment in a Greek bay shows thousands of fish jumping non-stop and surrounding a boat. The tumbling fall that seemed so painful suddenly turned into a hilarious and incredibly lucky head cushion from his companion. It felt like a simulated movie effect until looking closely at each trace of sand moving constantly beneath the girl's feet. The violent hailstorm pours down, blanketing the streets and threatening to destroy everything in its path. The water had just started bubbling when a whole pod of massive whales suddenly breached with open mouths, leaving everyone screaming in absolute shock. A massive tidal bore suddenly slammed into the bank of the Chantang River, transforming the calm water into a fierce torrent. The trail of fire blazed up, consuming the fluffy white cotton covering the grass in a flash. The mud suddenly boils and erupts like giant geysers from the ground at a golf course. Water unexpectedly gushes out from inside the tree trunk like a natural miracle. This apocalyptic scene shows thousands of fish jumping non-stop and surrounding a dam. Cruising through the woods on a bike, then suddenly coming face to face with a massive longhorn bull, leaving the rider wiping out in sheer panic.